it is gone. How far will you go to bring it back?
So leaving where we left off, I finally got a chance over the past week to play the story and do Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 3. And if you're one of those people still complaining about this game, just because somebody likes a first-person shooter, or furthermore, a popular game, does not by any means say that they don't play other types of games. And on top of that, it's not fair to insult the people who made this game, because regardless to if you like this series or not, the character models, levels, and everything else going into this game all took time to make. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Call of Duty. But again, as previously stated, this game is fun, and I am still enjoying it. So to touch on the campaign, the story starts out basically where Modern Warfare 2 left off, and you have your guys Soap and Price, who aren't doing quite so well, but then it goes to you finally, and you're playing with the Delta Force starting out, completing objectives, and shooting bad guys. Now, you travel to tons of great places during the campaign, starting in New York and going all around to various locations fighting the enemy forces. The controls in campaign allow you to not only use your general artillery, such as your assault rifles and submachine guns, but also grenade launchers, turrets, and many, many more. I enjoy the style of shooting because you can aim and then shoot, and if you aim again, you'll target the next guy closest to your last victim. This method is quite helpful when trying to accurately take down the enemy forces. The difficulty of the game also all depends on your personal preference. I always set mine to normal because I like to breeze through the campaigns. Generally, I'm most interested in the story of it so much than the combat. And don't take that the wrong way. I love the combat in this game, but if I want to shoot waves of enemies, I'll play some special ops or multiplayer. The only downside really to this campaign though, as well as in the other Modern Warfares, is the time you spend playing it. There's little replay value with the story, only being a few hours long. Now, Spec Ops is the other reason to why I wanted to do this in a two-part review. I felt it only fair to the viewers because, let's face it, Spec Ops is badass. The missions part gives you 16 total missions, and you can unlock those as you go. Each has a task taken straight from the story that puts you in it with a given objective. Though there are not quite as many missions in this version as there were in Modern Warfare 2, it's still a blast. Again, you can choose to do either missions or survival, and my favorite in this is survival. This is basically the Infinity Ward zombies, but with living people, and you'll experience waves of enemies in it. These enemies can range anywhere from simple soldiers that merely die as you shoot, or they'll be suicide bombers with some C4s attached to them, which makes you not able to be close to them at their time of going down. And you also get choppers that you'll have to drag down, and it really just gets easier and harder at the same time as more waves come out at you. I usually arm myself with a submachine gun of my choice, or the best available one for my level. In Spec Ops, you level a rank, which is actually separate from that of multiplayer. You get better equipment and perks that become available to you as you level up. It's a pretty exhilarating experience, and I'd say it's a nice add-on to this game. So as far as replayability, the story, not so much. But Spec Ops in multiplayer gives this game tons of hours of replayability, because there's always a new experience you might get yourself into. And that being said, I think I'll hold on to my copy of this game for now. Even if you're like me and have tons of other titles you've gotten or are getting this month, there's always a little time for a first-person shooter, whether it's Call of Duty or not. Trust me. And Modern Warfare 3 is currently the fastest-selling video game in history to date, so obviously it's not that bad.
No one gets left behind, you know that.